Dawn DeVita here from Yoga DeVita. So, special request for Psoas stretches. So think, it doesn't even have to be Psoas. Think anything in your junk drawer, right? So low back, sciatic nerve, hips, yeah, so that whole region. We're gonna spend 20 minutes and it's gonna be a class. So if you wanna do this, and then at any time you wanna lengthen it, you'll get to know the exercises that we're doing and be able to just do them for yourself. Two things that you're gonna need. One, a block. Two, a blanket. If you don't have a block at home, a yoga block, then grab 2 blankets. We are gonna do a combination of Hatha as well as Kundalini. So when we have pain, the biggest thing that I think is a misconception is that we need to stretch it out. And I'm a huge believer, and usually what happens is when we have pain, we hold. So all the muscles around where we are experiencing a lack of movement, right? So if you've been sitting a lot, which who hasn't over the whole pandemic, right? We are in the same position all the time, which then creates havoc on our body, right? So what we need to do is actually be extremely gentle in creating heat within the body that makes those areas go, right? It just opens them up. Opens them up because what you're doing is increasing your circulation, getting that blood flow to go, getting that heart to move, and it goes into those areas that are feeling cranky, getting them to go, okay, right? When they do that, that's when you get slow and steady and do those more let's hold and stretch kind of things. So you'll feel those hold and stretch things at the later of this 20-minute class. Okay, so here we go. If you need to, pause, grab your blocks, and then have a seat. When I have a seat, I always sit on either a blanket or a block. What it does is it allows your knees to move forward and down, which then creates space from your hip bone to the tops of your thighs. So the higher your butt comes up off the floor, the more your knees can move down. So if you need to, get closer to the earth. Or I should say, get your butt off the earth so that the knees can go down. So as we come here, just close your eyes. Bring your hands over your heart, palms facing in. And I just want you to check in. Feel your heartbeat. Feel your breath moving through the body. Notice if just sitting right now is uncomfortable or challenging, whether it's physically, mentally, or emotionally. Take a deep breath. Slowly exhale out the nose. Feel your edges, just relax. Take a deep breath. And exhale. Open your eyes. Let's stand up. So as you stand up, if you are using a yoga mat, you're just going to make sure that your props are not on your mat at this time. We need to warm up. So bring those hands to your hips. And here we're going to breathe heavy and loud, and we're going to move that body. So we're going to begin with a high step. Every time a foot comes up off the floor, flex it. This is an inhale, exhale down, and then switch. So here, I want you to practice, number 1, smiling. Number 2, breathing in and out, the nose only, okay? So as the breath gets really loud, the other thing that I want you to do is focus on every time you exhale, that navel goes back a little bit, right? So there's a little bit of an activation that's happening every time you're inhaling, softening of the belly. Every time you exhale, the belly button goes back towards the spine. Remember that as you move through these exercises, you meet yourself where you are. So if your high step is here, awesome. right? You are doing what you can in a place that's free, right? That you're not trying to like, get somewhere that is just not gonna serve you, right? So here, keep going. Inhale, exhale. Three, two, one. Release, hands over your heart. Take a deep breath. Now open your mouth and exhale. You might notice that your heartbeat is just up a little bit, right? Just a little bit. All right, so here we're gonna practice the swimming exercise. So as one leg goes back, that same arm is gonna go back, palm is facing up, the other arm comes forward, palms face up. So this is an inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Eyes on one point, and if you're feeling really steady, you can close your eyes. So this is beginning to just move gently into the hip flexor, psoas, as well as make those glutes really happy. I call it smiling. Inhale, exhale. Three, two, one. Release, hands over the heart. Take a deep breath. Open your mouth and exhale. So just increasing a little bit, right? That heartbeat. Stepping forward on your mat, hands in prayer. We're going to allow ourselves to step back. As we step back, the arms go straight up. You determine how far you go, right? Eyes on one point to keep your balance. As we go back, inhale, coming forward, exhale. And if you wobble like I just did, it's okay. Three, two, one. Come forward, deep breath. Exhale out the mouth. Palms facing in, connect to your heart. Connect to your body. Turning yourself around. Now, palms together, we're going to step forward, arms up. Stepping back, arms or hands in front of the heart. Inhale forward, exhale back. You'll notice, even though this is the same exercise, but here we're stepping forward, last one stepping back. One of them will feel easier than the other. Three, two, one. Full breath, inhale. Exhale. Feeling your heartbeat. Feel your warmth. Recognize your thoughts. And then open your eyes. So if you have sensitive knees, legs sit on the floor. So we're going to come onto our knees. So here, hands on the heart, on your chest. Lift your ribs up. Draw your shoulder blades together. So you're in a little bit of a upper, middle, back bend. And then at the same time, navel goes in, And then tailbone goes long, right? So think about, instead of coming in like booty going back, let your tailbone go long. And what it does is it allows everything in the front to pull up, yeah? You're gonna lean back a little bit, feel these guys turn on, and then come forward. Exhale back, inhale forward. Remember, only go to that place you lean back where you can feel your quadriceps turning on, getting strong. If you feel your knees, then you need to not go back as far. Inhale up and exhale. Open your eyes, allowing yourself here to come onto your back. This is where having that block or your 2 blankets, have them be close to you. So as you come back, soles of your feet on the floor, hands alongside the hips, palms face down. Then wiggle those fingers even closer to the other side of your mat. And then maybe draw those shoulder blades in underneath you a little bit. It opens up the front of your heart. Knees are hip distance, ankles underneath the knees, and toes straight ahead. So this is bridge pose. So what we're gonna do is allow ourselves to inhale up and exhale down, but we're gonna go a little bit quicker. So it's not about how high can I go up, it's more about moving with the breath. Again, creating that heat in the body. So here, inhale up, exhale down. Three, 2, 1. Allow yourself to bring the whole back body down. Tuck the tailbone here, lengthen. Take your shoulder blades out from underneath you, palms face up, and allow the feet to stay right where they are. Just notice how the body feels. It's amazing how quickly the body reacts or responds to some of these exercises. So even if you want to wiggle, try not to. Allow yourself to be with the reaction of the body after each exercise. Here we go. Taking one blanket, lift up and place it underneath your butt. Okay? Now from here, what I want you to do is take your one leg long. Notice how that feels in your hip flexor, your glutes, your low back, and then possibly the other one, right? If you need to, you can always adjust the blanket. If it's too much to go long, then allowing yourself to keep your feet on the floor, okay? What we're gonna do is allow one knee to come in and then release and then switch sides. So if you can go long, go long. Feet are not flexed, they're not pointed, the legs are relaxed. It's about allowing this place, if you can imagine a rubber band, right? Bringing the two ends of the rubber band together and then bringing them long, okay? So here, left knee comes in, inhale out, exhale, other leg in. If when that knee comes in, you really gotta reach, right? Hands to that knee, just let the arms go out. Just practice bringing legs up and in, and then out and down. 3, 2, 1. Here, bring the feet down, press down, lift up, tuck the tailbone, and then allow every vertebrae to come down. Lastly, the sacrum, and then pause. Pause to feel. Take the feet as wide as your mat. Here we're going to do windshield viper, allowing the knees to rock over to one side and rock over to the other one. But we're going to do it a little bit faster. So here as they go to the left, inhale, to the right, exhale. So not only is this a really good bonus one for those hip flexors and psoas, but also it's a really good adrenal cleanser. So we are totally overworking our adrenals. So this is a really, really great one to do on a daily basis. So think adrenals when you are worried, stressed, in a place of fear. The adrenals release the special juices that are supposed to bring you into that place of I'm okay, but we've kind of been in that I'm not okay for quite a while, right? So here this replenishes and repairs, restores those adrenals. So ready? 3, 2, 1. Bring the feet down, press down to lift up, tuck the tailbone, and then straighten that spine out to bring you all the way down. So here's where that block comes in. If you don't have a block, use those 2 blankets. Bring the feet a little closer. The block goes right underneath your bottom. Here, allowing ourselves to take one leg out. As one leg goes out, the toes look up. What I'm having you do right now is just gauging how this feels. This might be perfect for you. If you already feel a nice lengthening happening as well as a little bit of a back bend, if you want to play, you can possibly take the other leg long. It really takes it up a notch as far as how deep it is. So if you go the other leg long at the same time and it's too much, just know you can do one leg at a time. We're going to hold this for about 30 seconds. If you're doing one leg, I'll let you know so that you can switch sides. So here, close your eyes, breathe. So allowing that breath to be long and deep, in and out the nose. If you're using only one leg, switch legs. Take a deep breath. And exhale it out. Bending both knees, pressing those soles of your feet down to lift up. Draw the tailbone towards the backs of your knees, one vertebrae at a time. Come all the way down. Let your hands come to your belly. Take your feet wide and then let the knees fall into each other. And then open your eyes, take the knees apart, come over onto one side and come back up to your seat. If you are sitting on a blanket, go ahead, grab it, tuck it underneath you so you can sit tall. Close your eyes. Lift the ribs off the waist and draw the navel back just slightly here. The shoulder blades soften down your back. Let the skin around your eyes just relax. Notice how you feel. Bring the hands together in front of the heart in prayer. Listen to the guide within you. Be open to the guides around you. Thanks for joining. Satnam, Namaste. Cheers, you all.